Coming up on The Shield, senior pre-med students start a mentoring program.
And a Valpo alum talks about energy in the oil industry.
Temperatures will be falling as this cold front makes its way through our area tonight and into tomorrow. Stay tuned to see just how cool things will get.
This past weekend, Valpo dedicated the basketball court. I'm Justin Thompson-Gee.
And I'm Lauren Winnie-Gopret. That story is first here on The Shield. This past summer, Valpo got a new court with the new Crusader painted in the middle, but that wasn't the only addition to the basketball floor. Written in cursive, Homer Drew Court was scrawled across the edge. This past weekend, the name of the court became official when numerous Valpo administration, including Pastor Jim, President Heckler, and Director of Athletics Mark LaBarber spoke. Homer Drew has been the Valparaiso University men's basketball coach for 21 years, including 348 wins, which places him at 7th among active Division I coaching victories. He has led the Crusaders to 7 NCAA tournament appearances, including a 1998 run in the Sweet 16. 32 of Drew's former players have gone on to play basketball professionally, and numerous others have gone on to coaching or teaching, many of which were present at the dedication to show their support for their former coach. As part of the dedication, the Crusaders made their basketball home opener versus Olivet Nazarene, which the men won 93-58, making students hopeful for the rest of the season.
The pre-health services majors are some of the most rigorous and demanding majors on campus. Students have increased time constraints due to larger workloads and planning for the future in terms of graduate school, clinicals, and med school. In order to help students from all classes succeed in the field, a group of upperclassmen have created a mentoring program. Haley Just has the story.
A group of upperclassmen in the pre-health fields have created a pre-med mentoring program for all students in the pre-med or pre-health services fields. The program provides insight for students on how to complete not only Valparaiso University's pre-health services majors, but also how to proceed upon graduation.
This is the Valparaiso University Future Health Professional Success and Leadership Program, and it's a program that's designed in response to meet some of the needs of Valparaiso students in pre-health related majors, where some problems that I myself and a few other upperclassmen ran into when we were freshmen and sophomores. Very informal things like what certain professors like to see, how to build certain study habits, how to deal with to getting acclimated to college life where you're not like the average student, so you don't have the same amount of time as other students do. You're not able to maybe partake in other activities, but the program is kind of designed for, just to kind of be like a cradle, kind of like a, a big brother, big sister type thing that was really informal. And it was also created seeing how things were done on the next level. So at professional schools, we went to medical schools. As we took tours, we noticed that almost all medical schools, all graduate schools had some type of program where their fourth years or their third years were helping out their first years to increase their yield. And the first thing that we tell them is the first thing that the professors tell a lot of them on their first day is that, when it comes down to the pre-health related majors, they start out with about 100 or so students that are in these different fields. By the time you're a senior, you're down to about 15. And a lot of the freshmen, their first question is like, whoa, their mouths are open because they look around and they see a whole bunch of other students and they don't know whether they, are going to be part of that 15 or are they going to be part of the 85 or 90 or so that end up, dropping out for whatever reasons. And that was the biggest factor for us, is to increase that yield.
The program has only launched this fall. It is already reaching students on the Valparaiso University campus.
This mentoring program I think would be very helpful to me because as a nursing student, especially a freshman nursing student, it would be really nice to hear from other students and see how the whole process goes.
If any student would like more information about the mentoring program services or would like to become involved, they should contact a professor within their major. For The Shield, I'm Haley Just.
The founders of the program really want to stress that any pre-health services major can come to them for any help. Anything from as small as help with an assignment to as large as helping with medical school applications. Simply ask your professor and you will be put into contact with the program.
The age-old debate of life outside planet Earth was brought to campus last week. Students listened to a lecture by Michael Crowell entitled The Extraterrestrial Debate, a Historical Perspective. Crowell is the author of 8 books dealing with history and the philosophy of science and focused on extraterrestrial life. He examined the most significant, exciting, and controversial moments and issues that arise in the ongoing debate. The lecture was sponsored by both Christ College and the Department of Physics and Astronomy and dealt with the metaphysical and religious issues surrounding life beyond Earth in addition to the science.
Valpo is getting a brand new facelift with the construction of the newest academic building on campus. Bulldozers and backhoes were seen on the site of the old Union this past week as the ground was being prepared for the construction of the new building. The Board of Directors approved the construction of the 3-story, 52,000 square foot academic building that will add classroom space and consolidate faculty offices in the College of Arts and Sciences. The new building will cost approximately $19 million. Following the completion of the construction, which is supposed to end on April of 2012, Hughley Hall will be raised and turned into more green space. Miller Hall, the home to the Department of Education, will go down in similar fashion, and the Ed Department will move into the then newly renovated Meyer Hall.
An international leader in the oil and gas industry returned to his alma mater at Valparaiso University on Wednesday, October 27th. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer at ATP Oil and Gas Corporation, Paul Bowman, discussed the challenges of launching new businesses in offshore oil and gas development and green energy. We send it over to Shield correspondent Mike Jacobison for a closer look.
Students and faculty gathered in the Har Union Ballroom to hear Valpo alum Paul Bowman address the complexities in today's world. The oil and gas entrepreneur discussed the need for improving existing energy sources in combination with investment in alternative clean energies.
I think as we move from one type of energy to another, there will be a very smooth transition as we are able to better use alternates to it. I believe that we need to realize for a long time into the future, we need a blended usage of all energy sources, and I feel very strongly that includes oil and natural gas into the foreseeable future.
In 2002, Bowman combined a new energy initiative with his passion for horses with the creation of Goldmark Farms in Florida. The horse training facility is a micro-model facility that processes horse manure into a biomass energy and, if successful, will be the first of its kind. He anticipates this energy to become marketable to horse race facilities within the next 6 to 12 months.
Because anytime there is a challenge, you need to find a solution to that challenge. And the challenge is coping with 140 stalls of horse manure, and that's a pile of manure.
For The Shield, I'm Mike Jacobison.
Thanks, Mike. The talk was presented as part of the Valparaiso University College of Business Arnold H. Moeller Lecture Series. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
When we come back, we'll have more local news and sports and a look at the rest of the week's weather.